The trial of former police officer Derek Chauvin, accused of killing George Floyd, is currently underway in Minneapolis. That event, Floyd's death, triggered protests in central Virginia and all over the Commonwealth, which led to conversations. It led to debate. It led to arguments about the Commonwealth's past, present, and its future.
Because we have a racist criminal justice system. We need to make sure everyone is treated equally. And we've all been watching television and heard about the murder of George Floyd.
Watching George Floyd being murdered, I felt the same trauma my parents felt when they saw Emmett Till being murdered. But racial justice is about more than criminal justice reform. It is embedded in every system we have in government, and I did not need George Floyd's murder or the Unite the Right rally to teach me that.
As the mother of two young Black sons, I know that one day I'm going to have the talk with them about how there's two different justice systems in this country and in this Commonwealth.
The murder of George Floyd was horrific, but it recalls a history in Virginia and in our nation where African Americans, and particularly African American men, are presumed to be guilty, are treated inhumanely, are given no due process, and have their lives impacted, in some cases taken away in an instant. And I think that in the interest of speaking truth to power here, particularly on the campus of Virginia State University, we can't just talk theoretically about what generally happens, but we have a real world example where I was falsely accused in 2019 from the Washington Post now saying these false accusations, raising that question, and whether it was a rush to judgment. Everyone here on the stage called for my immediate resignation, including Terry McAuliffe 3 minutes after a press release came out. He treated me like George Floyd. He treated me like Emmett Till, no due process, immediately assumed my guilt. I have a son and I have a daughter. I don't ever want my daughter to be assaulted. I don't want my son to be falsely accused. And yet this is the real world that we live in. And so we need to speak truth to power and be very clear about how that impacts people's lives.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor.